Alright, so just to review, we tried to get as many as we can in that 15 minutes. I wanted you, Ricardo, one person speaks at a time. I wanted you to try to get at least 2 in the columns. Some were a little bit hard. Grouping by 2s is pretty easy. 3s can be difficult, 5s, 7s, but you really have to try to think a little bit outside the box. We're going to go over our ideas and we're going to write them. If you see in the back of the room, I have some white posters, and it's the same thing you guys have on your paper. Things that come in 2s, 3s, 4s, all the way up to 12. Okay? And as we're going through them, I'm going to write our answers, Tony. Oh, I'll wait. I'm going to write our answers on those posters. Then we're going to go over some. And then I want to tell you a couple that I had. And I think it might give you kind of a little bit of a light bulb of what some ideas are. Because some of you guys, when you were looking, you were just looking just around the room. Right? But for this, I told you, it could be anything. It could be anything. Alright? You guys were just kind of scanning the room to see, oh, there's chalk, there's clipboard, you weren't thinking outside the box with it. But I think when we talk about it and give some examples, you're going to see it and you're going to recognize, oh, that makes sense. Okay? So this all has to do with multiplication. We're grouping. Multiplication all has to do with grouping items, putting them in groups. Okay? And just like you've seen on Fast Math, Dream Box, it's what it's asking you to do. 9 times 7, 6 times 4. That's telling you there's 6 groups of 4 in each group. Okay? So it's just repeated addition, but now we're changing it to multiplication. Okay? So we're going to go over some of our examples. Okay? So here's what I want to do. We're going to go group by group. If your group doesn't know, we're going to go partner by partner. Okay? Well, awesome. Works out perfectly. Alright, so you and your partner are going to tell me some ideas, okay? And then we're going to add some as we go throughout class. Okay? We're going to start. We're going to work backwards. So group 6. Yes. Everyone listen up. We're sharing all our ideas together. Group 6. For your 2s, what are 2 things you wrote down?
Shoes. Earrings.
Shoes and
Earrings.
Earrings. Sets of earrings. Okay. So we're going to put that over here. Shoes. Earrings. Okay. We're only going to get 2 for each thing right now. And as our class goes, as we ask some more questions about it, then we're going to add to our posters. Okay. Sean, what did you guys have for 3s? You and Aaron. What comes in groups of 3s? Sit down.
We had ice cream and ice.
Ice cream and ice? Why did you say that?
We put ice cream because we were thinking 3 ice cream scoops.
Okay, scoops, okay.
And we put 3 ice down because we were thinking of like like you pour water into the thing. I forget what it's called. Ice cream tray.
Okay, ice cream tray. What else do we have for 3s? 3s. Gavin? Okay, so Gavin and Alexis were telling me this. It's been a long time since I've been to Toys R Us or a toy store, okay? But they were saying when you get Hot Wheels cars, they come in packs of 3s, usually. So that could be an example, absolutely, packs of 3s. Ice cube trays, it's a little bit different than ice cream scoops, and I'll tell you why. Ice cream trays, some of them you can get like up to 12. And ice cream scoops, I'm a big ice cream fan, so I get more than 3 scoops sometimes. So it's not always 3. It doesn't always come in groups of 3. We're trying to think of what is always in groups of 3. Always in groups of 2. 4, 5, 6. Okay? So it's the typical, remember we learned that word? The typical amount. Okay? So we could say for 3s, we can say Hot Wheel cars. Okay? Because they come in packs. What about 4s? Zoe and Haley, what did you guys come up with?
Car doors and wheels.
Okay, so car doors and wheels. Those are excellent examples. So car wheels and car doors. The 2 front doors and the 2 back doors. That's your typical. Usually all cars come in with 2 doors, 2 in the back. Antonio and Braylon, what do you have for 5s? What come in 5s? Oh, friends, let's listen to Tony and Braylon. Their turn.
Got a hexagon.
A hexagon? Okay.
Fingers.
5 fingers. You got it. 5 fingers on each hand, and you got it. So fingers and toes.
So Ms. Jamison, they're writing these down, right? Did you write them too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't see a lot of pencils moving.
Add those in as we're going. If you don't have them, if you have them, just put a little check next to it. Okay. If not, add them into your column so you have them for examples. Okay. To Sang and Michael, what do you have for 6s? Things that come in groups of 6s.
Rainbows. 6 colors of rainbow.
Okay, 6 colors in a rainbow. Okay. Alexis and Gavin, 7s. What come in 7s? They're starting to get a little bit harder because there's more numbers. They're higher numbers. What's that? Does everybody have 7 letters in their name?
No.
Not everyone does. Do you have anything else? Alexis, do you have anything on your paper? Pack of erasers? Okay. What else do we think of for 7? Think of 7. Think of 7. Zoe?
Marker pen.
All right, marker packs. Sean?
Fireworks.
Like packs of fireworks?
Yeah.
Okay. There's something really basic. Ricardo?
Highlighters.
No. Some of them, okay, so some of them you guys, a lot of, for your answers, put pens, pencils, packs of markers, packs of crayons. Those could be correct answers, but sometimes there's bigger packs. Sometimes they have the jumbo packs of pens. Sometimes they have the jumbo pack of pencils. Okay? Take a look at the calendar. How many days are in a week? How many days are in 1 week? 7? 7. Remember, I said, remember I said, don't just look just in the classroom. I wanted you to think all together. There's 7 days in a week.
Oh my god.
All right, Georgina and James's turn. Let's give them our attention. 8? Well, that's not 8, though. That's not a group of 8. You're just adding 2 things together. What comes in 8s?
Crayons.
What's that?
If they can be like 24 numbers.
No. What do we think, Siobhan?
Spider has 8.
You got it. Spider legs. Spider has 8 legs. Okay, so let's put spider legs. There we go. Now we're starting to kind of think a little bit outside the box. We're getting some ideas going. Okay? Oh. If you have it, save it. Save it in your head, Aaron, because we're going to come back to it, okay? We're going to add it. Keep that in your head. 9s. Kyle and Tiffany, what do we have for 9s? Jackson, how many innings are in a Major League Baseball game? 9 innings in a baseball game. I told you, think outside the box. Think outside the box. Once we get more examples throughout class, it's going to open your mind a lot bigger. So put baseball innings. Baseball innings. Alright? Write that down. We're expanding our brain. We're thinking outside the box. James, make sure you write this down. Keep your hands on your own desk. Well, I'll get you up. Alright, who do we got? Jackson and Gabby, 10s. Jose, you should be sitting in your chair properly. What come in groups of 10s? Magnets? Okay. What else do we think? Is that all you had?
No.
Chalk? Okay. Packets of 10. Zoe?
Toes and fingers.
Okay, so all together you
Yeah.
have 10 fingers. All together you have 10 toes. Okay. Alright, so when you put them all together, everyone has 10 toes. You have 10 fingers. Okay? So make sure you have that down. For 5s, we just did one hand. So we had 5 fingers on one hand. Okay? And then 5 toes on one foot. That's why they're different. Okay? What about Siobhan and Jose? If you have anything for 11, what do you guys have for 11? Do you have anything written down, either of you? Jose, go ahead.
You made 10.
Oh, Ricardo, Jose's turn. Okay, you were thinking turkey feathers. Okay, that could be it. I'm not even really sure how many turkey feathers there are. I think there's a lot, but I'm not really sure. That is thinking outside the box, though. I like that. Tiffany? 11 partners? How? What do you mean by that? Oh, there's 11 sets of partners? Okay, yeah, we do have 11 sets of partners usually in our class. Okay. Jackson? Bunch of grapes? Okay, so some grapes. All right. What else? Do you have any other idea? Freyla, did you have an idea for 11? Oh, friends, let's have Freyla give herself a chance. Alright, well, I think the majority of our boys in our class should have their hand up when I ask this question. Who plays football or knows about football? I know the majority of you should do it because you always play at recess. How many football players are on the field on a team at one time? Kyle? 11. That's on one team. So there's 11 football players on the other one team and then 11 on the other team. Okay? So we're going to write football players.
How do you know it?
Make sure you write on one team. Football players on one team. That's how many are on the field.
Yeah, on one team.
Alright, last one. Let's give our attention to Joel and Caitlin. Hold on, let's give them their chance. It's their turn. We've worked around the room. We did all our partners in our last group. Joel and Caitlin, what do you have for 12s?
12 months.
Oh, I love it. 12 months in a year. 12 months in a year.
I know.
Keep that. We're going to add some more throughout the class. Keep that. Alright, so I need all eyes turn to me. All eyes. out. Okay? This is where we're going to try to start incorporating our multiplication. Okay? So let's start with just our 2's. We have 2 shoes. Okay? Everyone has 2 shoes on their feet right now. Okay? If I told you, okay, you have 2 shoes. If I said, with your 2 shoes, you now have 3 more sets of shoes. How many shoes do you have total?
What did you call it?
Gabby? Why do you say 6?
One's here, but then
Oh.
more kids.
Friends, we only have one person speak at a time. Gabby is trying to explain what she did to solve the problem. You got it. Gabby, step up here. Stephanie, step up here. And James, step up here. Alright, all eyes should be up front. Alright, so we started with just Gabby's shoes. Okay? Gabby only has how many shoes? 2. Then we added in another set and another set.
6.
We have how many? 6. How many groups are there?
3 more.
3, and they each have
2 shoes.
2 shoes. And our answer was 6. Thank you. Have a seat. Okay?
1 pair plus 3 pairs.
Alright, take a seat. Let's think. What about our car doors? Our car wheels. We'll think of wheels. Okay? How many car wheels are in a car? What did we say? What category did it fall under, Zoe? 4s. Groups of 4s. Okay? Let's see. Alexis, can you step up? Michael, Tony, Gavin. Alright, so let's look at this. Okay? Michael, step in front of Tony. Gavin, step up here. Each of them is a wheel in a car. How many are there? 4. 4. Alright? Group 5, step on up. And I want you to set yourselves up the same as them. Just in a square just like that. Okay? Alright, so we started with Tony, James. We started with how many wheels?
4.
4. Okay? If I say I want to add another set of car wheels, here's my other set. How many sets do I have? How many groups? Right here. How many groups?
2.
8. How many? 2. Oh, listen to the question. How many groups do I have? 2. 2 groups. How many are in each group? 4. How many are there total? 8. 8. You got it. Have a seat. Thank you. Thank you for getting the wheels. Have a seat.
Oh, crap.
All right. Oh, on to the next one. Now let's think about this in our heads. Okay. Spider legs. How many spider legs do we say they were? 8. Okay. So if we have one spider, that's how many legs? 8. Oh. But one spider, how many legs are on it? 8. You got it. If there are now 2 spiders, are there now 2 spiders? Don't call out. How many legs are there total? Caitlin?
16.
How'd you figure that out?
Because 8 plus 8 is 16.
So you're doing an addition.
And
Think about how we would times it. You had 2 spiders. How many groups are there?
2.
You have a spider and a spider. 2 groups of
8.
8. You got it. One spider had 8 legs. The other had 8 legs. 2 times the 8 is 16. Okay? One more. Can I have Joel, Siobhan? Come on up. And Kyle, come on up. Alright. So take a look at Joel, Siobhan, Kyle. Kyle, just stand right next to Joel. There we go. They're our Hot Wheels pack, okay? They're each a Hot Wheel car, okay? They're in a pack. How many groups do we have right now?
3.
Oh. If they come in one pack, how many groups is there? Just one, okay? How many things are in that pack, though? 3, okay? Caitlin, Haley C, Ricardo, come on up. Stand right here. Start right there, 3. Alright, just stand in the middle, separate you guys. Alright, now how many groups do I have? 2. How many? 2. How many are in each group?
3.
In each group? Each group. No, I don't count. I'm not in the group. James, how many are in each group? This is one group. This is another group. 3. How many are total? 6. So, one more time. One more time. I have how many groups? 2. How many are in each group? 3. How many are total? 6. So what did I do? 2 times 3 equals 6. You got it. Have a seat. Thank you. Alright, so we're starting to learn a little bit about grouping. Okay? Oh, stop. We're starting to know a little bit about grouping. I wanted to kind of show you, using our classmates, okay, how we actually start grouping. Okay? We started off with a little bit lower numbers, and then we'll work our way up. Okay? What I want you to do now, we went over a couple of them together. I want you to work with your partner and see if you can come up with a few more. So I gave you a few. I gave you baseball innings. I said the football players. I want you guys to think out of the box. Okay? Think a little bit out of the box. Don't just think about crayons and markers. Okay? Caitlin had a really good one with months in a year. Siobhan had a really good one with spiders. There's 8 legs on a spider. Okay? There's 7 days in a week. Okay? Think about each number and really think about, okay, there was car wheels, got that. Okay? There was 9 baseball innings. Okay? So think about that. I'm going to give you only about 3 more minutes, and then we're going to add a few more. Okay? 3 more minutes. All right? Ready and go.
Number 10. What about this one?
2 letters, that's 2 letters.
Alien. White apple. They actually have some stores that have
Ooh, you know the green thing? The green thing. There's 6 lines. Oh, I know we talked about the things that you're illegal to kill and make for. What is it called? In Jamaican? No. What's it called?
Alright, one more minute. One more minute.
2 groups.
Alright, we are going to see if we can add anything else, okay? So we're going to work reverse, okay? We're going to work 12 and then work backwards, because 2 is always the easiest when we get a lot with 2, okay? So groups of 12. Anyone come up with anything besides month in the year? Besides month in the year. Tony? A dozen, right? What comes in a dozen sometimes? Oh. Don't call out. Don't call out. Tiffany? Eggs. What else? Donuts. Yep, eggs, donuts. Okay. So a dozen, you got it, Tony. So a dozen can just be 12 altogether. So dozen eggs, dozen donuts. Okay. Make sure you write these down. Add these on. Okay. How many numbers are on a clock? How many numbers are on a clock? Haley W?
12.
12. You got it. 1 all the way up to 12. Yep, you got it.
Clock.
That could be on, that number is on a clock. That could fall under our 12 group. Okay. Did anybody else come up with 11s? 11 was kind of tricky. 11s. James? Okay, soccer players. Same as football players. You got it. Go on. Sean? None of? Okay. What about 10s? Georgina had a really good one. It was really outside the box, and I really liked it. Georgina, can you share?
10 years in a day.
A decade. A decade is 10 years. So I really like that one. I thought that was really outside the box. So we're going to add that to our 10s. Decades. Okay. How many, think of money, how many pennies are in a dime?
10.
How many pennies are in a dime?
10.
How many dimes are in a dollar? How many dimes in a dollar?
10.
10, you got it. That's us thinking outside the box. Okay? What about 9s? 9. So we have 9 baseball innings.
Got it.
9 baseball innings. Does anyone have a cat?
Yes.
My cat is my best friend. I love my cat. What do they always say about cats? What's a little tale they always say about about cats? Gabby? Cats have 9 lives. Cats have 9 lives. Oh,
Scooby, what does 9 lives mean?
oh, friends, we're not calling out. We don't call out. You just raise our hands until we're answered. Ricardo? Okay, do you have something to add? Go ahead.
You say that 9 parts. You said cats have 9 parts.
Oh, friends, I couldn't hear Tony because there was too much side chatter. I couldn't hear him. Okay, so you looked at our class schedule and you saw 9 different things? Yeah, okay. What about our 8s? Our 8s. We had some spider legs. What else? Sean? Octopus legs. Awesome. That's a really good one. Thinking outside the box. Okay. Aaron, did you have one to add?
Yeah, what about, Hitchens?
What's that?
last name.
Oh, your name? Well, not everyone has that same last name or has that many letters in their name.
I picked, I picked legs.
Okay, same thing. Okay. What about 7s? We have 7 days a week. Anything else? Gabby? What, does everybody have number 7? No. Groups of. We're thinking groups of 7. Groups of. What's that? Cement. Groups. One more. No. Don't think of just letters. Don't think of spelling. That doesn't come in groups of. Oh, we don't think of groups of like that. What about 6s? 6s. What do we get? We have rainbow, which was good. 6 colors come in a rainbow. Jackson? Bundles of bananas. Okay. There's something else food that we could use. Think of a barbecue. You would eat these at a barbecue. What's a typical thing you eat at a barbecue, Gavin? No, you could, but that's not it. Aaron, you should be in your seat. Georgina? At a barbecue. What's a typical meal you eat? What's a typical thing you grill on a grill? Hot dogs. What comes in packs of 6? Not the hot dog, the buns. Hot dog buns.
Hot dog bar has 6 letters. No. They come in packs. Hot dog buns come in 6 packs.
Oh, we gotta get through these last few. What about 5s? Groups of 5s. We have, what do we have? Fingers and toes on our hands and our feet. What else? Kyle? No. Zoe?
5 days in.
Oh, listen up. Oh, we'll wait. Zoe, go ahead.
School days.
5 school days in a week? Yep, absolutely. Alright, and then 4s, 3s, and 2s. We had for 4s, car wheels and car doors. I heard a couple people say chair legs, table legs. You could have had those. I had a couple people point those out. You could have dog legs. Dogs have, the typical dog has 4 legs. Okay? For 3s, hands down. Hands down. For 3s, we only had Hot Wheel cars. Listen to the 3s, and then you'll realize why. Listen up. I should have all eyes on me. All eyes. Comes in groups of 3. Traffic light.
Yes.
Listen. Don't call out. A tricycle.
No.
Yes. Tricycle has 3 wheels. 3 strikes in baseball.
baseball. I don't know.
And how many colors are on the American flag? 3.
What is
Red, blue, white.
There's 3
Oh.
colors on there.
One. No, it's like that. 1, 2.
Oh yeah, you can do a triangle too.
Oh,
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'll wait until we're quiet. Here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna do an exit ticket. Okay? So what it is, you're gonna do this worksheet, okay? We're gonna go over number 1 together. Number 2, you're gonna do with your partner. And number 3 and 4, you're gonna do individually. Okay? So Braylon, can you pass out one to each person?
what's so funny? What?
One per person.
Yo, you're nasty. Say excuse me. Nobody wants to fight that.
Oh, friends. Joe, can you put the lights for us, please? When you get that paper, let's put your name on the top. Put your name on the top of that paper.
Can I tell you something about
Trick with fingers.